Archangel Michael chosen you for this miracle. The door of destiny is going to open on 01 May if you want to get it. Open before tomorrow. Archangel Michael says, my beloved child, the Lord has been watching. In silence, He has gathered the sighs of your heart, the tears that no one else saw, the prayers you whispered under blankets in the middle of the night. You have questioned whether heaven heard you. You have wondered if the promises spoken over you were delayed or forgotten. But this is the message carried down the wind, woven into the breath of angels and sealed by divine fire. Heaven has not forgotten you. There is a moment written into time, and it carries your name. The scrolls of destiny are opening, and Archangel Michael, the great defender, has been summoned concerning your life. The gates that were closed, the doors that denied you, the voices that rejected you, they were never strong enough to silence the voice of the Almighty. On the first day of May, the Lord shall move. The divine door shall begin to open. But you must open your heart before tomorrow. Not in fear, not in doubt, but in trust, in bold faith, in quiet reverence, in surrendered obedience. For this miracle has been appointed to you, not by accident, not by chance, but by divine choice. You were chosen for this hour, this healing, this return, this unveiling. You were chosen by the Most High. There is an angel at your side, and he has drawn his sword not to bring harm, but to cut the cords that have held you in cycles of sorrow, shame, delay, and confusion. Archangel Michael has not come to comfort you in defeat. He has come to usher you into victory. And victory, child of God, is not something you must chase. It is something that is going to rest on you, like morning dew on sacred earth. You are not late. You are not abandoned. You are not broken beyond repair. Even now, as your thoughts question if you are worthy, if this message is really for you, heaven already knows your name. Heaven already carved your moment. Heaven already made the way. And I say to you now, with the breath of God moving through these words, you are safe. You are protected. You are shielded. You are covered. You are held. Nothing will go wrong with you. The enemy has tried to make you believe otherwise, has sent voices, circumstances, distractions to make you forget your inheritance. But child of promise, hear this. You are on holy ground. Every step you've taken has been seen. Every moment you stayed silent, every moment you forgave when no apology came, every moment you kept loving when betrayal felt like a knife, God recorded it. He counted your endurance as gold. And now the angels are gathering. The wings of the mighty have been stretched forth over your house, over your future, over your dreams. The wind has changed your direction. You feel it in your bones, even if your mind can't make sense of it. There's a trembling in the spirit realm, because something is about to be released. This is not just a breakthrough. It is a transfer, a lifting, a rearranging. The puzzle that never made sense is about to form a picture so beautiful, you will cry when you see what God was doing behind the curtain of delay. You will understand why it had to happen like this, why they left, why it broke, why it ended, why it paused, and you will not be bitter anymore. You will bless the breaking, because the breaking led to birthing, and the birth is now. There are words being whispered over you. Come forth. That is not a suggestion. That is a divine command. You have been hidden, but not forgotten. You have been veiled, but not denied. You have been misjudged, but not forsaken. You are about to rise in full view. Not to boast, not to seek validation, but to walk in what heaven wrote about you before you were even formed. The people around you won't understand it. Some will marvel. Some will be confused. Some will pretend to celebrate you, while secretly mourning the fact that they can no longer control your emotions. Some will ask, who does she think she is? But heaven will answer, she is mine. And listen now, because this is urgent. There is a woman around you who has woven webs in the background of your life. Her words are sweet, but her intentions are bitter. Her kindness is a performance. Her advice is a trap. She does not want to see you rise. She smiles with you, but she speaks against you when you leave the room. You have suspected. You have felt it. You have dreamed about her. And God says, the time of pretending is over. Finally, God is exposing this woman, not to shame her, but to free you, because your miracle cannot be delayed by poisoned company. Your miracle is sacred, and this exposure is a gift. It is not vengeance, it is clarity. It is protection. It is divine light uncovering what your heart already knew. When the clock strikes midnight and April fades into May, a new realm begins for you. This is not poetic. It is prophetic. Heaven has ordained it. You will feel a lifting, a release, a sudden shift. You will sense peace return to places that felt anxious for months. You will notice calls stop coming from people who used to drain you. That is not coincidence. That is pruning. God is cleaning your atmosphere, because miracles do not grow in polluted places. Now is your moment to separate, not in hatred, in holiness. Pull back from what drains you. Pour into your prayer. Rebuild your altar. Speak to God like He's in the room, because He is. He's closer than your thoughts, stronger than your fear, and kinder than anyone you've ever known. And I hear God saying, tell my child that I am proud of them. Yes, even now, even with the doubts, even with the delays, even with the fear, God sees your effort. He sees how hard it's been to keep going, how hard it's been to trust again after so much disappointment. But He's still with you. He never left. And He's about to prove it, not just through words, but through wonders. There is a document with your name on it that heaven is breathing on. There is a courtroom case that will turn in your favor. There is a door that was slammed in your face that is going to open again, but this time, you will walk through it with dignity, not desperation. There is a message coming to your phone that will change your life. Not from the one who hurt you, but from the one who is about to help you. This is the beginning of restoration. The next 3 days are sacred. Do not waste them in worry. Do not argue. Do not chase closure. Do not entertain confusion. Instead, get quiet. Speak to the Holy Spirit. Walk with the angels. Listen for that still, small voice, because God is about to whisper your instructions. And what you do between now and the morning of May 1st will either align you or delay you. This is your invitation. Heaven won't force you, but the door will not stay open forever. It is a divine moment, and it must be seized. The miracles assigned to your name are ready, but your heart must say yes. Say yes to forgiveness. Say yes to release. Say yes to trust. Say yes to worship. Say yes to letting go of what never honored you. Say yes to healing, even if you're afraid. Say yes to God again. And hear this is important. The spiritual realm is watching you. Not into it. In awe. The angels are astonished by your endurance. The demons are confused by your persistence. You should have given up by now. You should have turned bitter. You should have given in. But something kept you standing. Something unbreakable. Something eternal. That is the mark of God on your soul. That's why this miracle belongs to you. You didn't fake your faith. You've overrid it. Now heaven is fighting for you. And though you can't see it yet, there is movement. There is a gathering. There are people you don't even know yet who are speaking your name in rooms you haven't entered. Someone is about to bless you without asking anything in return. Not to manipulate you. Not to use you. Just to obey God. Because when God moves, He moves through people. And you are about to meet the right ones. But before then, there is one more thing you must do. Release the pain. Don't carry it into your next season. Don't rehearse it. Don't relive it. Don't let it define you. God saw what they did. He saw who didn't protect you. He saw who lied, who cheated, who pretended. And He says, I will repay. I will restore. I will redeem. You don't have to make it right. Just make room. Make room for what's next. Make room for joy. For laughter. For love. For miracles. The season of confusion is ending. The season of peace is beginning. And if you listen, really listen, you'll hear it. The sound of chains breaking. The sound of angels singing. The sound of heaven saying, it is time. This is your confirmation. This is your moment. Archangel Michael has gone before you. The sword of the Lord has cleared your path. The enemies you see today, you will see them no more. You are being lifted. You are being repositioned. You are being healed. The door of destiny is opening, and you have been chosen to walk through it. Trust God. Pray to Him. Open before tomorrow. He will be with you, and nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. My beloved child, the Lord who sees all things has spoken. In the hour of silence, in the stillness where your thoughts tremble and the weight of the world sits heavily on your chest, a voice has risen. It is not the voice of man. It is not the voice of confusion. It is the voice of God who created the skies, who named the stars, and who wrote your name in His book before you ever took your first breath. You were never forgotten. You were never ignored. You were only being prepared. On the night when the stars seem to fall behind the clouds, and the winds sound louder than your own heartbeat, the Lord has sent His servant, Archangel Michael, the one who guards destinies, the one who holds the flaming sword not of harm but of purpose, the angel who moves only when God says, move. And now, that angel has been assigned to you, not to another, not to someone more powerful or more praised by others. Because in the realms where heaven speaks and earth listens, your name echoed. There was a time for silence. There was a time for patience. But now, the time for the miracle has come. And heaven has whispered it already. The door of destiny is about to open. This is no metaphor. This is no gentle suggestion. It is a divine appointment written in the scrolls of time. And the date is clear. May 1st. If your soul has been crying in the night, if your spirit has been stretched beyond what you thought you could handle, if the voices around you have turned against you or spoken behind your back, then hear this clearly now. That season ends. The tests were not signs of punishment. They were signs of preparation. What is coming cannot be handed to just anyone. It has to be held by someone who has knelt in the darkness and still said, "God, I trust you," and that someone is you. God says this miracle is not just an answer. It is a key to something that has been locked for far too long. The fader, the restoration, the clarity, the truth, the reward, the reversal, the protection, and the evidence that he hath been with you even when others walked away. There is no more delay. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword in the Spirit. The path has been cleared of those who tried to block you. Those who spoke your name in hidden places will no longer have power over your destiny. Your time has ended. Your time begins. But there is one instruction from heaven. You must open your heart before tomorrow. You must pray as though the miracle is already in your hands. You must speak to God, not as one begging, but as one who knows their Father is already moving. The enemy tried to harden your heart. He tried to turn you bitter, make you stop praying, make you stop hoping. But the very fact that you're reading this now means the enemy has failed. Let the world say what it wants. Let others roll their eyes when you speak of spiritual things. Let them doubt. Let them mock. But you must not join them. For when God chooses someone, that person will walk into a miracle while the others are still scoffing. That is what is happening to you now. God chose you, and he has told Archangel Michael to guard this transition. There is someone who has been standing in front of you with a smile but hiding intentions that would hurt your soul. And finally, God is exposing this woman. The one who called herself your friend. The one who said she was praying for you but was really preying on you. Her time of deceiving has ended. Light always exposes what the shadows tried to cover. Do not be afraid of what you learn in the coming days. Some truths are painful, but they are also the very medicine that cures the soul. What is hidden will not stay hidden. God will show you not to shame you, but to protect you. Because where you are going, no darkness is allowed to follow. No lie is allowed to live beside your miracle. No betrayal is allowed to be hidden in the light of what God is about to reveal. God is not silent anymore. He has sent this message directly to your spirit because you needed confirmation. You needed to know you weren't crazy. You weren't imagining things. A dream was real. That feeling was real. That warning was divine. And now the miracle is real, too. Do not look back. The door that opens will not allow you to drag yesterday's pain into it. It will close on what hurt you. It will seal the chapters that wounded you. But it will open to purpose. You must be willing to leave the things God exposes behind. You must walk boldly. You are safe. You are surrounded. You are guarded by fire. And the fire is not to destroy you. It is to protect you from what tried to steal your destiny before you ever saw it. The person who once held influence over your decisions will be removed. Watch how God begins to change the conversations around you. Watch how the calls stop coming. Watch how people begin to remove themselves without explanation. That is not coincidence. That is clearance. Heaven is removing those who cannot go with you. Do not chase what God removes. Do not weep over what God reveals. What's leaving is not loss. It is rescue. There's a voice inside you that's tried to tell you you're not ready, that you will fail, that you'll be embarrassed, that no one will understand. But that voice is not the voice of God. And from this moment forward, you must silence it. Because your next steps require you to walk like someone who believes, someone who trusts, someone who expects. The miracle has already been released. It has not yet manifested in the physical, but in the spirit it is done. And your praise, your trust, your boldness, these things will pull it into your life faster than you expect. There will be confirmation before May 1st. A sign. You will know it when it comes. It will be small to others, but loud to your spirit. That is how heaven speaks. Not always through thunder, but sometimes through stillness. Pay attention. Do not ignore what you feel. You are being spoken to, and it is urgent. Open before tomorrow. Not physically, but spiritually. Open your heart. Speak to God. Let your soul cry out without fear of judgment. Tell him everything. He already knows, but when you speak, you show trust. And that trust is the key. There will be a turn, a reversal. Someone who left your life will try to come back as if nothing happened. Be careful. Be still. Ask God if their return is from him or from confusion. Because not every apology is repentance. Some are manipulation. That's why God is exposing. He doesn't want you tricked anymore. Archangel Michael will stand at the door of this miracle, and no one who is not meant to enter will be allowed in. The season of sabotage is over. You are not entering alone. You are being escorted by heaven. God says he is with you. That means even if others walk away, even if you feel surrounded by silence, you are not abandoned. The presence of the Lord is thick around your life. That's why things have been strange. That's why the spiritual tension has increased. Because the miracle has drawn near, and so have the forces that want to stop it. But they cannot. They have no access. You are anointed for this hour. You were marked from childhood. Even when you didn't know how to pray. Even when you were in places you shouldn't have been. Even when others counted you out. God counted you in. And he has waited for this time, this very month, this very door, this very miracle. May 1st is not just a day. It is a spiritual gate, one that opens only once in a generation for those who have been chosen through fire. The fact that you're here means you are one of them. Do not second guess it. Do not minimize it. This is real, and it is yours. Pray, not out of fear, but out of alignment. Trust, not because it's easy, but because it's required. And rest, because God is working behind the scenes while you sleep. He is going to shock you with how he moves. Even the people who gave up on you will say, I didn't see that coming. But God did. Finally, the woman who tried to confuse your destiny, whose presence brought chaos, is being shown for who she is. You must distance yourself. This does not mean you are unkind. It means you are wise. There is no room for dissection in this miracle. God is holy. His plans are holy. And your life is now aligning with that holiness. You will begin to see visions. You will begin to dream again. You will begin to walk with courage. Do not doubt what rises inside you. That is God breathing on your spirit. That is the power that hath been buried by pain, rising again. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too unworthy. Those are lies, and they are destroyed in the presence of the truth that you are chosen, sealed, guarded, and ready. The miracle is not a maybe. It is a certainty. The only question is, will you believe? Will you open before tomorrow? Will you trust God more than your fears? He's waiting, but he will not wait forever. The door opens May 1st. What happens on that day will depend on what you do before then. If you open your heart, if you trust, if you pray, you will walk into the greatest shift of your life. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are loved. And you are seen. Will you be ready? If you believe in God, type Amen. Subscribe for more videos.